Hello and welcome to our special program To The Point. Elections to the 224 assembly seats in Karnataka will take place on 5th of May. And today we have with us Leader of Opposition in Karnataka Assembly and Senior Congress Leader Mr. Siddaramaiah. Sir, welcome to this show on Rajya Sabha Television.
Thank you.
Let's straight away begin with the strategy of your party. These elections are considered to be really crucial for the Congress, vis-a-vis state as well as the center. You know, in less than a year or almost a year, general elections will also happen. And this is considered to be a straight fight between the Congress and BJP. There are significant players like Janata Dal, secular JDS as well, and Mr. Yeddyurappa, the former Chief Minister, has also formed a separate party, KJP. But what is the Congress's strategy in these elections? On what issues are you going to go out and seek votes?
See, in Karnataka, Congress is the only political party having base in all the 31 districts. BJP is confined to some districts. JDS confined to 5-6 districts. KJP here and there, their presence is we can find. BSR party, of course, negligible presence of it. We have to fight JDS in 5-6 districts of South Karnataka. In North Karnataka, we will have to fight BJP and also in coastal Karnataka. So we have different strategies to fight these parties in Karnataka.
What are the major issues which your party is going to go ahead and seek votes on?
The major issue that we are going to promise to the people is that we will give a stable government to the state, because people are fed up with coalition governments. The experience is very bad. Therefore, people want a stable government, an honest leadership, all these things they want. Therefore, we are promising them to give a stable and a honest leadership to the state.
There are several other issues in the state, be it the shortage of water or the financial crisis before the state. Do you think that these are the issues on which the Congress will be able to go ahead and corner the BJP specifically?
Yes, definitely. There is shortage of water in Karnataka and there is a power shortage in Karnataka. Both these issues were vital issues. The BJP in its 5 years rule, they could not able to solve this problem or made an attempt to solve these problems. That is one thing. BJP could not able to produce even a single megawatt of power in 5 years. So demand is growing, whereas the supply is not up to the mark. So this is the position in Karnataka. The Congress party is going to a specific assurance to the people of Karnataka that we are going to tackle drinking water problem and also power problem in the state. And the people may, definitely they will appreciate these promises going to be made by Congress party.
And what about the issue of financial crisis? You yourself were a finance minister in 2006. You've served the portfolio, you know.
I was in charge of finances 2004 and 5. And for some 3 months in 5 and 6 also. BJP inherited robust financial position in Karnataka. But after they came to power, they failed to mobilize the resources and also maintain the discipline, fiscal discipline in the state. Thereby, in the year 2005 and 6, the debt burden on Karnataka was 50,000 crores. Today it is 1,20,000 crores. And tax buoyancy has also come down drastically during their period. Therefore, they have spoiled the entire atmosphere, financial atmosphere in Karnataka.
Let's talk about the BSY factor. Mr. B.S. Yeddyurappa, the first BJP's first chief minister in southern states. He was hailed as the man who brought BJP to power for the first time in southern India. Now he's no longer with BJP. He's formed a separate party. He fought the civic elections as well. Congress scored well in civic elections, and you know, that is something on which there were predictions being made by your party that based on that the Congress will win the assembly elections as well. But many say, and the analysts say, that the result of civic elections in favor of Congress and BJP losing was more so because of the BSY factor. He sort of ate into the votes of the BJP. Is that factor going to be prevalent in the assembly elections as well?
No, of course, only in some parts of the state it happens. BJP will cut down. I mean, BSY factor works in some parts of the state, but not in all the constituencies, because their presence is not there in urban area. In Bangalore, there is no presence of BSY. In Mysore, there is no presence of BSY. Like this, in urban area, the BSP has no considerable presence. But in rural area, in some parts of the Karnataka, their presence is there. Certainly, the KJP will cut down BJP's votes.
And that will benefit.
Naturally, Congress will be, to a certain extent, it will be benefited.
What about the other important political player in the state, JDS, led by Mr. Devegowda and his son, Mr. Kumaraswamy, and who would know it much better than you? You've been with the party, you've been with Mr. Devegowda himself.
See, JDS is confined to only 5-6 districts of Karnataka. That is in old Mysore area, old Karnataka. Asan, Mandya, Tumkur, Bangalore, Mysore district. Like this, they have confined to these districts. Here, the fight would be between Congress and JDS. JDS has not grown beyond these 5-6 districts. Therefore, they are confined to only these districts. That's why they could be able to get from 25 to 30 seats. They can't get more than that.
Let's take a short break here. We'll come back and continue our conversation with Mr. Siddaramaiah and talk about the problems being faced by the Congress in these elections. Welcome back. Sir, if we are talking about the Congress party and the problems being faced by the Congress in these elections, let's begin with ticket distribution. It has been really a tough task for the leadership of the party. You guys came out with first list, then there was a long wait for the second list, then there was some names which were left. They were finally announced just a few days before the nomination process was supposed to end. Some have been placated, the concerns of some leaders have been adjusted, but there are others who are not happy yet.
No, in a party like Congress, a 127 years old political party, there are so many leaders and there are so many aspirants. See, many surprise, in one constituency, there are 60 aspirants. There are from 10 to 60 aspirants. So, in such a situation, naturally aspirants are more and winnable candidates are also more in our party. But we have released 177 much earlier, before the nomination starts. And the remaining 47, it takes some time because Madam was not in station. She had been to America. So after she came back, we have sat and decided. And afterwards, the remaining 47 were released. There was no much problem in selection of the candidates.
You said there are many aspirants for Congress tickets on several seats, and almost you count a number of around 60. The problem of plenty, I must say, is not limited to the seats. The problem of plenty is also there when it comes to the post of chief ministership. There are too many senior leaders in the party, including you yourself. Many say that Mr. Siddaramaiah is also in the reckoning for the post of chief minister if at all Congress makes a comeback to power in Karnataka. Also, many observers say that the final list of Congress candidates has a stamp of Mr. Siddaramaiah on it.
No, it's not totally correct, but this is a giant responsibility. The selection of candidates has been finally decided by the High Command, Central Election Committee, headed by Mrs. Sonia Gandhi ji. It is true that there are leaders, there are aspirants. It doesn't mean that there are major differences among the leaders. Ultimately, High Command will take a decision who will be the Chief Minister and all that. And everybody go by the decision of the High Command. But our primary, our priority is to bring back the party into power. That is our priority first. That is the interest of every leader in our political party.
Coming back to the issue of rebels, in 2008 elections, the Congress suffered a major loss because of the rebel factor. There were several seats on which the Congress candidate could have won, but he or she did not because there was a rebel candidate from the Congress. This time as well, the official candidates of the Congress party are facing heat from the rebel candidates. Let me point out the active politician M.H. Ambrish in Mandya. He filed his nomination papers. Not many local leaders were seen along with him. A former minister, Mr. Vasant, has left your party to join JDS. And the list goes on and on and on. So how do you plan to tackle the rebel factor this time around?
See, in 5-6 constituencies, this rebel factor is there. I do agree. But we are going to tackle them and we are going to solve them. Wherever there are rebel candidates, we will try to persuade them to withdraw and try to solve them. But if our candidates, rebel candidates, went and left our party and joined other political parties and contesting from those political parties, we can't help, we can't do anything. But by and large, in 224 constituencies, in 5-6 constituencies, there are rebel candidates. But anyway, we are hopeful of solving those problems.
So you think that the rebel factor this time around may not cause as much damage as it
No,
caused
in the
in
last
2000?
election also, the rebel factor does not cause serious problems to the prospectus of the party. Last time we lost because the sympathy factor worked in favor of Mr. B.S. Yeddyurappa. This time it is not there. BJP party has been divided into 3 groups. And that factor, and our party is about 20, in 20 constituencies, we lost by a margin of from 20 votes to 1000 votes. That's why we could able to get only 80 seats. This time we are going to, with these observations, we'll do well in the next coming elections.
Okay, great. We will continue this conversation and talk more about the list of candidates as well as you and your own political career as well. Before that, let's take a short break. Welcome back. We still have Mr. Siddaramaiah with us, the leader of opposition in the Karnataka Assembly and the CLP leader as well. Sir, continuing with the list of candidates the Congress has, one very interesting point which has been noted is that the theme of dynasty politics seems to be very much prevalent in these elections as well for Congress. This time around, the list has, the tickets being given to sons of senior leaders like Dharam Singh, Mallikarjun Kharge, the Union Minister, former Minister Sheikh Jafar Sharif's grandson has got a ticket. And this despite the fact that there were clear guidelines, correct me if I'm wrong, there were clear guidelines from the Vice President of the party to avoid giving tickets to the relatives of the prominent politicians.
No, as far as Priyanka Kharge, son of Kharge is concerned, he is already contested once. Congress party asked him to contest in the last, after Kharge got elected to Lok Sabha, his assembly segment became vacant. So in the by-election, Congress party only asked Priyanka Kharge to contest. So it is not the first time we are giving ticket to him. That is number one. In Dharam Singh's case also, that he also contested already. The second time he is contesting now. Therefore, in both these two cases, we have considered because they have already contested, they have lost by small margins. That's why they are considered. It's
What
not the
about
dynasty.
Mr. Jafar Sharif's grandson? And there is a father-son duo, a sitting MLA whose son has also got the ticket.
Yes, because on merit he got the ticket. Jefferson's grandson, he got the merit on merit, and the minority votes are more in that constituency. That's why I consider the grandson of Mr. Jafar Sharif.
Okay. Also, very interesting figure which we have is Congress has once again fielded only 11 women candidates out of 224. It's exactly the same number which was there in 2008 as well. Your party president and vice president as well as senior leaders of the party at the central level have time and again said that they will go ahead and get 33% reservation for women in parliament as well as assemblies. But your party, when it comes to giving tickets to women candidates, this is not even say around 12%, 10 to 12%.
It is true that we could not give 33% reservation to the women while giving the tickets. But party is committed to give reservation 33% to women. That is why we are supporting the bill which is pending on the floor of the House in Parliament. But it doesn't mean that we are against the reservation, we are against the social justice, we are giving tickets to the women. But see, whoever available winning candidate among the women, we have considered. And it came, see, it is a coincidence. Last year also it was 11, this year also it is 11.
But last year none of these 11 candidates won. This time around you say winnability is the criteria.
It is also a fact that among 11 women, nobody has won. This time we have considered all aspects that winning is the criterion, and this time some women candidates will win.
Also, there was one more guideline that party hoppers will not be given tickets. This time around, defectors from JDS, the party which you were with earlier before being with Congress, have got tickets. So, why is that so?
Only one candidate has got who came from JDS to our party, and he is a winnable candidate. That is why we gave him a ticket, and he is going to win.
Okay, talking about Siddaramaiah himself. And then, if we look at your political career, very illustrious one, you've served as finance minister, you've served as deputy chief minister twice. You've been with a number of parties. You started in around 1980s with Lok Dal, moved to Janata Dal, then moved to Janata Dal Secular. Now you're with Congress since 2006. Is this the final stop for Siddaramaiah in his political career, or are we going to see more switches from you?
No, you see, I started my political party through Socialist Party, headed by Dahiya. After the emergency, Socialist Party merged in Janata Party. I continued in Janata Party. There was a split in Janata Party in the year 1980. So I remained in Lok Dal. Again, Lok Dal merged in Karnataka with Janata Party. So I joined Janata Party. I continued in Janata Party. After some years, Janata Party became Janata Dal. I continued in Janata Dal. Again there was a split in Janata Dal. I remained in Janata Dal, yes, till I joined Congress Party. There is no defection from me to any political party. And I will continue in Congress Party. I will retire as Congressman.
So this is the final stop for Siddaramaiah
Yes,
as far as
definitely.
political career is concerned.
100%.
Also, is Siddaramaiah in the race to become the chief minister of the state? You have served as the opposition leader, as the Congress CLP leader. Are you in the race for the post of chief minister if at all Congress comes back to power?
I am in the race. I am one of the aspirants. But you know, in Congress Party, the convention is, after taking the opinion in the Congress Legislature Party, The High Command will decide. Everybody has to go by the decision of the High Command. High Command decides who should be the Chief Minister, he will be the Chief Minister.
But a clear admission that Mr. Siddaramaiah is in the race. He is an aspirant. You're an aspirant for the
Yes,
post.
I am one of the aspirants.
Thank you so much, sir, for these very candid answers to our questions. Thank you for being with Rajya Sabha TV. So this was Siddaramaiah, Mr. Siddaramaiah, who is the leader of opposition in Karnataka Assembly, and candidly admits that yes, he is in the race for the post of Chief Minister if at all Congress comes back to power after the Assembly elections are over in Karnataka. We'll come back next week with a different personality. Till then, keep watching Rajya Sabha television.